As some of you may know, and as all of you should know, I am Billy Talent fan number 1. It is my favourite band, and it is the best band in the world. I've never done a video like this before, because I usually do gaming videos, but today I had to share my opinion on what the best Billy Talent album is. So I will go through each and every Billy Talent album. Obviously, only the first 7 ones. I'm not going to count any like the hits or the live albums because they're all just the same songs. First of all, we've got Talent 1. So this isn't the best one. It's their first Billy Talent album, being named the band Billy Talent. So they obviously don't have much experience, and it's a bit screamy. That's the thing. I don't really like screamy music, but I think the albums get better as they go up. But it does have some good hits, like Try Honesty. That's probably their best, one of the most popular songs ever released, which I would say Try Honesty is like one of their top 5 songs. But a lot of these do get dragged down by some like really repetitive and screamy songs, so I'm going to have to put it in C tier. Best songs of this album, I would say, is obviously Try Honesty, River Below. I don't know. Going back and listening to it, I probably would not remember many of them. So, the second one, Billy Talent 2. Well, this is a good one. This is where they seem to pop off and started dropping absolute bangers one after the other. They seem to way more develop their sound in this album. Instead of going from just screaming and seeming to possibly take inspiration of a lot of people, they start to develop their own thing, with especially incredible guitar riffs by Ian Desay, or however the hell you pronounce his name. Because his guitar riffs are absolutely something to be marvelled by, especially with Devil in the Midnight Mass. It does have a lot of screaming, but the guitar riff for that is amazing. Obviously, I've got to say the best song of this album has to be Fallen Leaves. That riff is just so ear-puncturing, and the rapping, the singing, or whatever it is so amazing. So I'll be giving this one an A. So, Billy Talent 3. Now this is not something I like too much. I feel like this is their worst one. It doesn't seem to have much going for it, apart from a couple of decent songs, but like, it just has nothing stand out for me in this one. It has some good ones. Devil in My Shoulder is a good starting song, but it's not my type of music. Looking at the album now, I can't really seem to find a song that I would pick instantly. Tears into Wine, I think that's probably the best one. It has a good sound. Saint Veronica, I know that one's popular, but I just don't like it. So I'll be giving this one a D, because I don't know. Now think about it, I don't know if I would give it a D. I suppose it wouldn't be E or F, because Billy Talent is better than everything anyway, so it's already at a high level. Dead Silence. This is where the modern Billy Talent songs start. Not like old Billy Talent, possibly because it was before the 2010s, and this is the first one. It was released in 2012, but it just seems so much better. Like, their sound has been developed so much better in this one. This honestly is like really, really good. It's such a step up from the last 3 albums. I can't really pick a best song. I know Viking Death March is one of the favourites in their fan base, but Swallowed Up by the Ocean and Show Me the Way like, they're nice and slow, and they have more of a calm feeling rather than screaming that Man Alive has. Man Alive is a good song, a good way to do screamy. So I will be giving Dead Silence an A rank, and I will be putting in front of Billy Talent 2. I could pop down Billy Talent 2 to B.
Afraid of Heights.
My personal favourite album. I've even got the disc. I honestly just love it so much. It's just almost gets better every time. The one thing I would say it's bad about it, it does seem to progressively get worse as you go on. Like, This Is Our War, Horses and Chariots, and maybe Leave Them All Behind. Leave Them All Behind's alright, but especially Horses and Chariots and This Is Our War aren't good at all. The thing I have noticed is that Horses and Chariots and February Winds seem to start almost the exact same. They have the same type of riff. You could say that February Winds copied Horses and Chariots, all the other way around. I personally think February Winds is honestly one of the best songs of the album, but if I did have to get a favourite, it'd probably be Afraid of Heights, because it's just, the riff is honestly amazing. Well, there's not much I have to say really about this one. Almost every song is brilliant. But I'll give this one an S rank, first S rank of the list. Okay, so now for the most recent album, Crisis of Faith, released in 2022, 6 years after the release of Afraid of Heights. It honestly makes me worried because I need the new album right now. So as I said earlier, how their sound seems to have changed across the 20 years that they've been making music. Because if you listen to Billy Talent 1 and then Billy Talent Crisis of Faith straight afterwards, you'll honestly wonder if they're even the same band. As much, this one seems to sacrifice the quantity of songs for quality, because there's only 10, yet almost all of them sound unique and good. Reckless Paradise, or maybe I Beg to Differ, is the best song. I would probably say Reckless Paradise because the riff, again, is brilliant. Actually, it gives me Devil in the Midnight Mass vibes. So I'd have to give this one an S rank, just below Afraid of Heights, but still very good. Okay, so Watoosh has... This isn't the best thing they've released. Frankly, it's the worst thing they've released. I did not enjoy this at all. It was obviously a good listen because it was nice to see their old albums. That's the thing, this is an album from when they were known as Peds back in like the 90s. So it's basically their first album they've released. It's obvious that their sound would be a lot different to the recent ones. But it definitely did shock me hearing something like this compared to the slowness of recent times. Honestly, a lot of it sounds like reggae, frankly. But still, the riffs of Ian Dita is still amazing. It was very hard picking a favourite song of this album because there's not many that stand out at all. So I think I would say Bird in the Basement is probably the best one. It has pretty good singing actually compared to the rest of the album. What confused me is how like organ interlude existed. Like why was there a song that had nothing in it for like 30 seconds? So Pez, I'm sorry. If there was an E rank, I would give it that. But I would give it D. The worst song, the album. I'm sorry. Okay, so these are the rankings for my songs, and these are the albums. Okay, well, thank you guys for watching. I think I've been a little bit harsh on Billy Talent, but they are the best. Even their worst stuff is better than some people's best stuff. I know this is a random video, but I just wanted to spread my wings and show you all what I think of Billy Talent, and show you guys the greatness of Billy Talent.